welcome back, guys. This week we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a little bit of a rig rundown on Penny, our 200 series. We had a lot of comments on TikTok recently, so we thought we'd run through everything. People are interested to know what's going on. So she's a 2014 GXL. We bought a little bit of a lemon to start with, so she cost us a little bit of money. But now everything's running sweet. I guess we'll start at the front. Predator bar. We went with the Predator bar over the Toro, which is one with the hoops, mainly because I'm impatient and I didn't want to wait for 3 months for it. So I ended up with the Predator. Great bar. We needed the winch, obviously, so we put it in the carbon 12-pound winch. Haven't used it yet, but it's there, hopefully, if we need it. With obviously the off-road animal bull bar comes out, carbon winch sits in there, and you can just lock this pin back in. STEDI lights were already on it when we bought it. I want to go to a light bar just because they are blocking the air intake, but maybe later because they're not exactly cheap and I'll have to go back to STEDI too. But for now they're alright. We're also running the STEDI light bar up on the roof rack. Up the side we're running the GME UHF radio on a Kaon bracket. Been really great, love that. Hasn't come loose. It's better than, in my opinion, sitting on the bull bar. It's out of the way. Just got the Vic off-road towing mirrors. They are electric, that part, but they don't fold or anything. They just pull out when we're towing. Push them back in. We've got the Drifter Stockman 270-degree awning. Once again, been great. We don't use it a lot, but when we need to, freestanding, no dramas at all. The Rhino rack, the backbone system.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, backbone system, just with a platform wrap on it. Once again, no issues with that. On the roof, we're running the Tough Terrain 200 watts solar panel. We've got Starlink Mini, which has also been really great. Highly recommend that. It's 12 volt. It's always on the car. Even when we're out in the bush, away from the van and we get lost or anything, we've got Wi-Fi anywhere we go. And then we just got the 4 Maxxis on there as well as the shovel mount, obviously. Had to use that a few times. That's about it from up here. And we just plug in a solar blanket into that one to help charge the battery inside. I've also added this little bit here because I didn't have the right brackets, and obviously when it's open there's a lot of pressure on this corner. So I've made up this little contraption. It does help a little bit to take that flex out of it, but ideally I need a bigger bracket somewhere to support that. But for the amount of times we use it, this thing is doing the job for now. Kidna off-road.
I think they're bin bags too.
Bin bags, yeah. We keep our hoses and everything in there just because we have a bladder inside, so it's easy for us. When we fill that up, that's easy. So far, been great. We're running the Buds custom spare wheel carrier. Once again, it's lightweight, or we could go a rear bar obviously, but then you add into the weight. Maybe later on down the track we could go with a rear bar, but for now it's been fine. We don't really do extreme off-road, so there's no issues there. I have actually mounted a STEDI light in that little infill panel. That's our reversing light. So that has actually worked really, really well. Really happy with that. We have the Moonlight 5-inch snorkel, stainless steel. Yeah.
Looks good.
Looks good, sounds good, but it's not over the top either. So, yeah, happy with that. I have had to spray it though because the paint was fading. Wheels and tyres, we're running a 17x9 Icon alley rim. Offset I think was POS 32. So we do have a little bit of wheel poke, but nothing major. And it's wrapped in a 295 7017 Maxxis Razor. Once again, great tyre, had no issues so far. They're not noisy. We rotate them every 10,000. They've been great. Suspension wise, we went with OME, Old Man Emu, the 4-ton GVM upgrade. It has got 600 constant coils in the rear. I'm really not too happy with those. We also have the Airbag Man airbags in the rear. So ideally I'd like to drop this to probably a 300 or a 400 constant probably in the back, because it does ride a bit rough. When the van's on, obviously it's fine. We don't even need the airbags, but they're there. So that's probably something we'll change down the future. But otherwise it's been fine. We do have the superior upper control arms, bullet upper control arms. And we're running a 2-inch superior diff drop. When we bought this, it actually had a 3-inch superior lift in it. And the diff drop was already in there, but it was obviously no good for us. It also had 35s, no good for us. So that got changed.
Right, old man?
Yeah. We haven't done anything with dash plates yet. One, just time, money. It's on the list though. Under the bonnet. Like I said, we had a lot of issues. It did have a front mount on it. We went back to top mount just for ease when we're out on the road. To get a factory top mount, it's easy to get. So we went new intercooler, new radiator, water pump. We got stock injectors in it. We did replace them, but they're still factory. There's no nozzles upgrades or anything. Turbos are still factory. That's the one thing we're waiting to let go, to be honest. Apart from that, she's pretty standard with Just Auto's fan kit on there, which is helping, especially going up and down the hills. And we run the Just Auto's airbox. Which also has been great. It still runs the factory filter, and I guess if you're watching this, you know what these do. They get a lot of dust in there, and to be honest, that still actually gets dust through it. So I don't know what to do there. I could go to a uni filter, but we haven't really been out back yet, so until that day comes, and we'll cross that bridge. Other than that, that's about it, I think, under here. And we have the we run the diesel care 5 micron secondary filter. Transmission has been tuned by Just Autos. It has a Richardson's lockup kit in it, and the transcooler has been mounted in the front. Still a factory one, but it's mounted in the front. Power wise, 280 horsepower and 800 newton meters of torque. So I was pretty happy with that. Inside, kept it simple as we could. We run the quad locks, the phones. We got the XRS talkie-walkie. And this thing, the Scan Gauge 3, definitely worth the money. They're not, I think they're about $400, but without that thing, you can see what's come up now. I keep an eye on my trans temps, my coolant temp, my air intake temps, battery, everything's on there. That thing has been a game changer. The black duck seat covers and sand grabber mats. These things, they catch everything. Just take them out, shake them, sand, no issues. Hey? And these seat covers, beautiful. So in the back, we decided to get rid of the seats. We don't have kids, we don't need them. Made more room for what's going on in here. This is all homemade stuff we done before we left. That, see in there, storage. Using my tool, the chainsaw goes in there. Hats. We do have a kicker duff thing.
Duff.
Not great, don't recommend it. Storage. I keep all my spare parts. I do have a water pump in here, can you see in there? Just a Bunnings one. So I'll show you in a second what we do with that. But otherwise it's just spare parts on this side. So what we do when we're parked up off grid and we don't want to move the van, we run out of water, we have the bladder. 140 litres, we just sit that there, we fill it up, hit the pump, and that transfers water out the back, and then I just go straight into the van. Safety, fire extinguisher. Now in here, this is my electrical box. So, we run iTech in this. We've got the 40 amp DC-DC, obviously it's all happening. Fuses, bus bars, it's all there. Easy to get to if something goes wrong. I know, I've done it myself, so I know what will go wrong. And then our 120 lithium sits in there. It's doing the job, but Starlink does chew a little bit of power, so we would like to upgrade that. I think the 160 or the 140 or the 160 is the same size and will fit directly into there. So that is a later date. Display, we can see what's going on. 97 out there. We run the ARB dual compressor with the tank, which on the 200 you can actually get a mounting kit which fits in behind that panel there. So if I need to, I can get to it, but it's tucked away. And then I just went to, I think it was Bunnings, got an extendable 10 meter air hose, and that does the caravan as well, which is good. All my switches, compressor, water pump, don't know, and that's a light. Just your XTM fridge slide, had no issues with it. It's got a little table, comes out the back. Usually we use it for cutting up bait. King's, I think it was a 60 litre fridge. That's our third one, I'm pretty sure, and it's been going good, no issues with that one. XTM drawer, once again, just tools, stuff, and then up here, that's just where we have room to stack stuff. My tools are easy to get to for doing the van. Everything at the moment, I mean, things have been moved around a lot, and at the moment things have been going good. Oh, actually, don't know what this stuff is called, but I've seen it somewhere. So I've got my compressor, I got 10mm socket, 10mm spanner, lights on that side, and then this side, knives, bits for the caravan, for tough terrains. Yeah, so that's easy, accessible when we aren't hitching, everything like that.
We never lose anything now.
No, as long as it goes back where it lives, hey. That is pretty much it. That's just an outlet. It's connected up to the secondary battery, so we usually plug that one into the van if we need to. Obviously airbags are just manual ones. And then underneath, exhaust wise, we run a 4-inch twin system, stainless steel, custom made, straight from the turbos back. They jump out each side. You can see that.
What everybody's been waiting.
Yeah, what everybody wants to know. So obviously we can't run a spare tyre under here, which is why it's on the back. Haven't had too many issues. I said a couple brackets have broken. You probably would have seen in one of the older videos I had a lot of issues. You can see my temporary fix. So the system runs straight through, splits there at the transfer, straight up to the turbos. Yes, it drones. Under load, it does get a bit much sometimes. Yeah, not towing, it's fine. I mean, we can't sneak anywhere because everyone hears it coming. But under load, definitely drones. We might put a couple of hot dogs in, maybe. But honestly, we love it. We jump in, puts a smile on our face, hey?
It does.
Puts a smile on everyone else's face that we drive past. But yeah, that's the only downfall. It is a bit loud.
Yeah, you can't, it's hard turning up to a campsite late, and when we were working as well, like driving the car at like 6 AM and turning it on, you feel really guilty to wake everybody up, but
it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all that's going on with 200. We do actually have bush wraps on it. We done it ourselves, we just done the sides. If we had a time again, we'll probably do the bonnet. So next time around we will actually do the bonnet. The roof obviously doesn't get much sun, but yeah, that bonnet gets pretty smashed in the sun. But I rate that stuff, it's been great. We've had a few things flick up at it, saved the paint. Lantana just coming through here right now, scratching up the side. Hey. Fine. Loves it. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Anything we missed or anything you'd like to know, just send us a message. We're happy to answer it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe. It really helps us out. We appreciate it. Until next week. Bye.